Live from the Main Street Studios, this is 2 News at 4 o'clock on KJZZ 14.
And a former cop turned wilderness guide is in our 2 News studios, or right outside them anyway. We're going to talk to Brian Brawdy when 2 News on KJZZ returns. Did he come here with Brian?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know if Brian has anything
Former
to do with this.
police officer Brian Brawdy is joining us right now, and he's going to talk about survival gear.
Yeah.
Are we just talking about winter survival or anytime survival?
Well, you know, it feels, I was thinking that it can be winter survival, but you don't have to be an explorer, Christina. You don't have to be a skier or an avid outdoors person. Let's say here, heaven forbid, you lose your power or your car goes off the side of the road. These are just some cool gear products that you can have.
We've had people lose their power for 4 days here one day.
Absolutely, that's a great point.
Huge snowstorm.
And some things that you have to stay focused on, especially if you have a family. If you're prepared, then you don't have to worry about panicking.
Well, show us what you brought here today.
Well, this one I thought, here, I brought one for each of you to take a peek at. This is from a company called Adventure Medical Kits. It's the Survive Outside or Outdoors Longer Pack. It has a singling mirror, a little whistle, duct tape, matches that will start in a driving range. But inside of it, and I'll have you look at this one. This is one of their emergency blankets. Reflects 90% of our body's heat.
Have you ever used these?
I have.
And so they work pretty well.
They work fantastic. And remember, it's not about keeping the cold out on a day like today, but keeping your warmth in from Adventure Medical Kits. So do it. This, I just learned of this a couple weeks ago. This is from a company, Christina, called Spot. It uses a GPS signal. So if you get in trouble, you hit the button, it sends a signal up and tells the rescuers where you're going to be. Just as important, another button will give you position on Google Maps. So if your friends want to know, your family wants to know, hey, they're back late, where are they? They can log on to Google Maps, and it actually gives them your lat and
how much is this? Because we have a lot of people who get lost here in the mountains.
Maybe you need to
I found one the other day about 120. That was a great point, Fields. That's what I thought. If you're out with a couple kids and you get separated, and you have them, you put them on, you're able to track them, which is a great.
$120 or so.
It was about $120 when I found it.
It's pretty
I
cheap
brought
technology.
this. Wait till you feel this. Now, Fields was a smart one. He wore the nice gloves out, so he's not going to get the feel to see it. But this is wind style.
What are you saying, Brian?
There, isn't that nothing at all? Isn't that nice though? And on a day like today, with the convective heat loss, when you wear a Windstopper product, like I've got one on from Gore-tex, I don't have to worry about wind chill because it's protecting my body's heat. And then to generate some outside heat, I brought this. This is really cool. This is from a company called Optimus, believe it or not. This is the stove packed up right in here. You have your fuel canister. So you put the stove on top of the canister. Now, if you have a boil order, but you don't have electricity, and you had to boil water, maybe formula for a baby or the like, you're able to hook this up. So whether you're an explorer or a parent in an emergency situation, this stuff can hook you up.
Thank you so much,
You're more than welcome. Thank you.
Brian, thank you very much for being with us today.
Enjoy the gloves. Very nice. Can I use those? Can I have
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and take those off me.
Thank you very much.
Where's my gloves? Why doesn't anybody come prepared? You know it's freezing out here.
The gadget guy needs our gloves. All right, thanks for joining us, and we'll be right back.